Kia ora te whānau, we're building an app with Thunkable, and so far we've watched part one already, which is the planning. We have our wireframe made up. We know that we have 4 pages to make up. We know what they are, we know roughly what's on them, and we know how they're going to look. We have already got some data ready. We have 8 events or thereabouts in a table with a number, with a title, with an file name of an image that we want on that event page, and some text that we actually want to have in here. I have used Excel for this. You don't need to have used that. It's actually a little bit difficult to use it. You can stick it on Word, whatever you want, as long as you have those 4 things for each event named like that. It will be a little bit tricky if you don't have that. Okay, I've got a wonderful background image from Unsplash, and I have this image here. Actually, let me show you exactly what I have. I have 8 images called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are WebPs. Yours might not be WebPs. They might be JPEGs. They might be PNGs. I have this image here, and I have this image here, and their file names. Let's leave them for that for now. We'll fix them up later when we go into Thunkable. Right, let's actually start building this thing. Let's log in or sign up if you haven't already. Do it with Google, because we don't want to remember another password. That's me there. Boom, I'm in. How fantastic. Okay, let's create a new project. We're going fast today. Waiting. No, okay. This is going to be our Waikato Museum project. I probably can't call it that because I've already got one called that. I'm going to call it Burning of the Void. It needs to be public. It is under education. We're using the drag and drop builder. Let's create. Going strong so far. Fantastic. We are on screen 1. How many screens do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not monsters, so we're going to rename them. Make it easy for yourself. This one is called title. This one is called timeline. This one is called event. And the lucky last is called about. Righto, let's build up that title page. First thing we're going to go is to the title. This is not scrollable. Ooh, we've forgotten something very important. What we need to do is come to Assets, and here we're just going to drop all of the images that we've gathered and collated so far. Bonk, there and there. I'm going to just get rid of all of that, except I'm going to leave the artist's name because that is important. Same thing here. I'm just going to get rid of all of that nonsense there. I'm just going to leave the artist's name here. I would have actually called them something like cover photo or hero shot, depending on where they actually were in their function, but for now I'm just leaving the artist's name. Okay, back to the design. Here we go. Background, wait for it, hope you can see that. Image. We're going to select, my head's in the way, select file source, and we're going for Arthur made this lovely fern. Boom, doesn't that look professional already? Okay. What else? Come on, we're going fast. We're going a label. Donk in there. Great. Can't see it. What's happening? Color. White. And we're going to change the label text here. The burning of the void. Yours is going to be called something else, of course. It's going to be centered on text align. And it's going to be significantly bigger. The burning of the, maybe not that big. Couple down, blah, blah, blah. Yes, burning of the void, fantastic. Next thing I want to add in is an image. Go, pull it in. It's about that size. How fantastic. The picture that I want is this John Lewis Steele one, and that is loading in. Oh, that looks shocking, doesn't it? Doesn't that look horrible? Why? Picture resize mode. Cover that sucker. Even though we don't get a whole image, the aspect ratio is maintained. That's what we want. Okay. 2 buttons. You ready for this? Let's drag that button in. Bonk. I hate that color, but whatever. It doesn't really work with us at the moment. I kind of like greens. It looks, we're very green. Okay, I want one's bigger than the other. Cool. This one, what does this one do? This one sends us to the timeline. So I'm going to call it timeline. This one sends us to about. So I'm going to call it about. Okay, are you ready for the magic? This is feeling a little empty right now. Maybe we can just shift everything down a little bit, give everything a little bit more breathing room. Yeah, okay, all right. Here's the magic part. We are coming right down the bottom, and you can click, here on interactives, or you can come across here to blocks. Generally, this is what I'm doing mostly. So I'm here on blocks. What I want to do is come to, it should be under control. Click on the button itself, and it says when, oh my gosh, back we go. We have forgotten something quite important. We haven't been looking after ourselves. We need to manaakitanga ourselves here. Manaki ourselves. Okay, button 1. Don't like that name, button 1. Button 1 is called timeline. So that I know what I'm talking about when I go into the block editor. Button 2 is called about. Please rename every single component you put on the screen. Image 1 is called cover image. No capitals. Label 1 is called, you guessed it, title. No capitals. Fantastic. Okay, back over to blocks. Boom. Now look at this. When timeline is clicked, what do you think we want to do? We want to navigate to where? Timeline. Hey, presto, grab that, duplicate it. We're going fast here. When about is clicked, navigate to about. Hey, cool. Just very quickly, we're going to go to the timeline. We're going to change the background to image again. And again, my head's in the way. We're going to file source. And we're going to that bonk. There it is. And let's just stick very quickly a label in here. No, you know what? You, come here. Title. Copy it, paste it. It's now called Title 1. We can drag it into the timeline and rename it. What are we here? We're timeline. And maybe this is going to be called timeline title. Boom. Okay, just this is to show you up here. Whoop, my hand can't reach that far. Web preview. We come in here and now you can see it. It's always going to start on the page you're looking at rather than starting where we actually want is here. But take a look. We're here and we can go, bong, timeline. Hey, we're navigating. Fantastic. You can also use this funky little button. It says live test on device. And so you can pull out your handy dandy device, install the Thunkable app from Apple Play or Apple Store or Google Play. And you can test it live on your device. Check out how it looks. Check out how it functions just as we are doing this. Okay, make sure to ask me first. Right, that is part 2 done. We have made the title page and the timeline. I'm going to pause it here because the timeline, we need to make our database and we're going to start doing some stuff with that data, which requires a little bit of logic and a little bit of code. We want this to be self-populating. We're not making a poster here. These are not 4 static posters. These are dynamic, interactable, and actually self-populating programs that we're building. All right, I'll see you there. Ka kite.